video is for entertainment purposes only. Nothing is meant to be taken seriously at all. I'm just sharing my own opinions, not facts, off publicly accessible information first made public by the public figure. Please do not go to these people's channels and leave mean-spirited, negative, discouraging, or disparaging comments for entertainment purposes only. This week in Gorl World Watch, Amberlyn Reed making some controversial statements around trans people, sparking a lot of criticism. Foodie Beauty rage quits YouTube because, quote, it's just not worth it anymore. And Big Al, Alani, Dookie Dingleberry Rodriguez, eating her son's birthday cake before him.
Hexacona.
All this and more. This is Gorl World Watch with Mancy Grace. I'm your host, Mancy. Let's get into the drama.
Spice and everything nice. These were the ingredients chosen to create the perfect little girl, but Professor Utonium accidentally added an extra ingredient to the concoction, Chemical X. Thus, the Powerpuff Girls were born! Using their ultra superpowers, Blossom, Bubble, and Buttercup have dedicated their lives to fighting crime and the forces of evil!
Something really important happened to my father.
You could send the tape out. That white meat.
My father.
Without white meat.
Amberlyn Reed,
Amberlyn did not shower.
acting directly through narcissism consciousness this week, going live to vent her frustrations with her Aunt Tammy.
A goon. Did I just say that what Aunt Tammy did to you and your mother is uncalled for? There's no reason for her to be smearing your family's information across the internet, immature. Alright, so obviously we're gonna be talking a bit about that. Okay, so first of all, I just want to say, like, genuinely, it's like pretty obvious that my aunt has had a problem with my dad's side of the family, the Reeds, as she calls it, since even before I was born. And she's like genuinely taking it all out on me. Because I went back and I watched the phone call that we had together. I was so clearly disassociative, like I'm literally rocking, like that's just a way for me to cope, self-soothe, etc., etc. Like the whole thing was really embarrassing because it's like I demonstrated like a trauma response, but like I went back to listen and I was like in and out of disassociating the whole time. So I wanted to like re-listen again. And she still cannot thoroughly tell me what I've done wrong that like warrants this type of behavior from her, especially in the last 2 years, especially in the last 5. I don't get it. I genuinely don't. I asked her what did I do in the last 2 years, and she started talking about spaghetti from when I was 14. I don't understand. I never will. It's probably not a concept I'm meant to understand. But she has had it out for my dad's side of the family, obviously since before I was born, and it's very easy for her to take it out on me. My aunt is disowned by her own daughter, her own mother, her own sister, her own niece. None of us speak to her. She's literally like, it's all about her. Everything is all about her. She's nothing but drama. Like it's a general headache. Like it is a lot, and a lot of people, her family literally does not want to be in her life. I cannot think straight. Okay, watch. Anyone is able to chat now. Anybody. I just want to show you what I mean and why I have it on members, okay? I just want to show you. Health issues after Bex. Oh boy, this has nothing to do with Beck love. But thank you for the money. Bro, I very much BPD, but thank you. I'm not 600 pounds, but thank you. Have you been diagnosed with BPD by a psychologist? I have. Yes, I have. Tammy's talking shit on me right now. Where? I need to know. I need to know where. Address the Mary controversy. I don't know what that is. I genuinely don't know. Amberlyn, if you were me, would you recommend calorie counting or Weight Watchers? Like, which works better? I haven't done Weight Watchers since 2009. I honestly feel like calorie counting because with Weight Watchers, it's so easy to like overeat because there's so many 0 calorie options. Or 0 point options. So I would go with counting calories for sure. The only illness you have is laziness. I'm by far from lazy, but thank you for the super chat. Why are you pretending to be single? Oh, I am very single. Trust me. You have 0 reason to keep lying to people every stream. I haven't lied a single time. In this stream, in the last one, in the one prior, in the one prior to that, in the one prior to that, in the one prior to that. Like, it's exhausting. You just lied about being single. I am single. I, Amberlyn Reed, am not dating Emily. I am single. That's not a lie. So, the deceiver who has been exposed lying for 11 years claims that they are lying, right? Oh my god. I love you giving me all your money. Thank you so much. You probably, you know, never mind what I'm gonna say. Did you see someone took your picture at bingo? I did. I love being followed by the paparazzi. I literally wipe like anyone else, you fucking weirdo. Like, that's the people who ask questions like that, like you have an obsession with that.
And we have our Gorl World correspondent, Mrs. Snowflake, with an update. Thanks, Mancy. Mop Legs thinks she served with that live, completely unaware that Aunt Tammy would turn around and serve Amby a nice, fat lawsuit.
Oh my god, I found out some stuff about my aunt today that has, or it was yesterday, that genuinely just has me like Jaw on the floor type deal. Jaw on the floor type deal. I can't. I genuinely can't. But I did get permission to say whatever I wanted. So yes. And I want to make it very well known that how I found this stuff out is from her daughter, the daughter that literally will not speak to her, and it genuinely breaks my heart. And you know what? I it's hard for me to even speak about these things because of like what I found out was like the most serious thing for me is Jordy is actively having a PDF apologist on his live stream and he's supporting that. So I want to make that very well known that he is speaking to someone who stayed married to a PDF, someone who children. And you know what my aunt did? She forced these little kids to say that they were lying. So auntie, take that and fuck yourself. And Jordy, if you want to support that, have fun because karma will find you. And this is stuff that I never knew. This is stuff that I never knew. And I'm telling you, I'm so glad that I know now because Tammy, you say that you want nothing to do with me because I treat my mom so bad, even though I don't. The way that you treat your own mother is unhinged because you are an abuser yourself. You have manipulated me since the minute I met you when I was 17. So for you to lie to people and say that we met when I was 14, which my mom, my grandma, your daughter all said never happened. I sat there in that live stream and you were gaslighting me so hard about some spaghetti story from when I was 14 that I almost started to believe it myself. So you and Jordy can go frolic in the daisies together. Jordy, I take that back. We are never going to frolic together because I will not stand for a PDF apologist and someone who forces little children to say that they lied about it. No wonder why when I shared my story about what happened to me when I was 7, you sit there and call me a liar. You are sick, period. You thought you ate. Actually, no, I didn't, but I did just eat Chick-fil-A. Their chicken wrap slaps. Like genuinely slaps. This community is so fucking unhinged.
Looks like Hurricane Aunt Tammy is turning from a Category 1 to Category 4. Tammy is seeking $10,000 compensation and a public apology for slander. Yes, what a time to be alive, girls. You heard it right. Rumors are speculating that the judge contacted Ambi directly to compliment her on her YouTube following and tell her she smells good. That's all we got tonight. Back to you, Mancy. Thank you again, Mrs. Snowflake. Amberlyn, can I call you Pookie? Reed. Really pissing off the trans community with her controversial statements about her ex Casey, as she was caught inside a LOLCOW live chat talking about how Amberlyn had been digitized by a dickless man.
Just a dickless man comment on Discord. Wait, I'm living. The side of the internet would not understand. The side of the internet would not understand. Why laugh about something someone was offended by? I don't know what's happening. She said she was fingered by a dickless man. This is how I know you guys don't understand. I wasn't being transphobic. Okay, I guess now I can explain it because now it wants to be turned into a transphobic thing. Okay, so in the LOLCOW, if you guys know Keemstar has his show called LOLCOW Live. He has now made a 24-hour circuit, which means there are 12 shows. LOLCOW Nerds, LOLCOW Tech Talk, LOLCOW Rewind, LOLCOW Dolls, who now turned into LOLCOW Nuts. There's LOLCOW Balls, there's LOLCOW this, LOLCOW that. One of them, there is Sweetie, who is on LOLCOW Tech Talk. Sweetie is a girl who said when she was younger, she was in a relationship, who she cheated on her boyfriend because she was fingered by a guy who got his penis cut off by a machine. It was an accident. He is not transgender, nothing like that. So no, that's not transphobic. It was a joke because I was supposed to be interviewed by Sweetie and I was making a joke and I said me and Sweetie have a lot of things in common. I was also fingered by a dickless man. It was supposed to be a pun, a joke. It was supposed to be funny. It was nothing because that's never happened to me. So there was nothing transphobic about that. God, people are so dumb. Like I'm not transphobic at all. People just like to reach. It was about an actual man who was a man. He just had his penis cut off in a tragic accident years ago, probably like a decade ago plus. It was just literally a joke. Stinky pigtails. It wasn't about the accident. It was about the fact that it became a very big story in the LOLCOW universe about Sweet Tea being fingered by a dickless man who then she thought that wasn't considered cheating because she was just being fingered. It was not about the tragedy. It was about her. You guys are me crazy, I think. You guys turned something like, no, Deanna, I do not. You guys turned something that's like not bad into something that is bad. But yeah, I'm not gonna let my bad mood be like tainted by like literal trolls. So that's how easy it is for me to just be like, bye, see you guys later.
What on earth is this girl talking about?
She needs prison.
Feeling the pressure from her community, she goes live to try to clarify her statement, but it just made her look very foolish.
Giddy up, crackers.
As Ambi, can I call you Pookie, may have unintentionally exposed herself for lying about the quote, Rain and Petals eavesdrop fiasco. Ambi proclaims in this live that she didn't lose her virginity till much later in life after Casey.
So I want to make something extremely clear to everyone out there. I have been
Digitized
sexually by 4 people in my life. Destiny, Becky, Feline, and Emily. I was never touched in that way by Casey. I want to make that very fucking clear. So people wanting to talk about phobic this, phobic that ain't me. And that'll never be me. That is one title you will never put on my name. If I can't make a joke, neither can you. Literally, like, people want to genuinely twist everything into something that it's not. And it's getting very fucking, like, it's just getting exhausting at this point. People are trying so hard to paint me as someone that I'm not. And I just needed to make it very clear, okay? Let me say it one more time for the people in the back who didn't hear me the first time. It has only been by 4 people. Destiny, Beck, Feline, and Emily, okay? That is it. That is it. I was 24 when it happened for the first time, and that was with Destiny, okay? That is why when people always ask me, who took your V card? I always say Destiny. Because we kind of made a joke about it for lesbians. It's kind of hard to say. Like, when does that actually happen? I think intercourse. And the first time was when I was 24 with Destiny, okay? So let's just make that very clear.
Ambi was getting so much backlash that she ended up disabling comments on all of her videos.
I love it when magic gets involved. Where have you been, magic? Getting its own channel.
Followed up by a live stream where she explained that she was taking a break from YouTube and all social media.
I'm going to be taking a break from social media stuff with my aunt. Like, it's so crazy. She can speak her truth, but then the minute I speak mine, she's like, see you in court. And I'm like, I'm unwell. You know what? I might see her in court. And the thing is, she's not going to win because there's nothing to win. A lot of people have taught me it's really hard to prove slander, etc., etc. I believe what I said is 100% true. I can't do it anymore. Like, this community is so lopsided. I'm only using my voice for other people's voices that weren't able to be used. And if my aunt is pissed about that, then you know what? Be pissed. Like, genuinely. She can say what she wants, and the minute I do it, see you in court, it's off the wall. It's a different type of narcissist. It's a different type of crazy. I think I'm going to take a break and come back maybe October. So it is going to be over a month, and I think that's what's good for me. I'm not going to be on Instagram. I'm not going to be on any social medias. Like, I'm not going to be on the TikToks. I'm not going to be on anything. Isn't that slander? Because what happened with Casey is real. What happened with Casey is true. Everything I said about Casey is 100% true, and my aunt is saying the opposite of that, so wouldn't that be slander? Bye.
And our girl has been gone ever since. We have an emergency update. It looks like Aunt Tammy is changing her lawsuit from small claims to big girl court. Moving on to everyone's least favorite, Miss Chantal, Flooby Booby, Everyday Miriam, Big Beautiful Me, Flobby Bobby, the dainty farty queen sent to save the Syrian economy with her $700 a month YouTube paycheck that she probably didn't get last month because she had her location set to Syria, which isn't a part of the AdSense program. Foodie Beauty!
Giddy up, crackers.
After a couple of weeks of mind-numbingly boring vlogs, declining in views, and an increasing number of, quote, beezers getting frustrated with her content, Foodie Beauty goes live on Tuesday, September 7th, with the title of the live being, quote, "This is not worth it anymore," where she spends the majority of her time belligerently ranting about reaction channels stealing her content and making more money than her, and using that as an excuse to, quote, quit YouTube.
It's not worth it for me to do content anymore. Like, it's just, I feel kind of like Amberlyn. I'm just like done. I'm done with YouTube. Like, it's not fun. It's constantly negative, awful. It just puts us in a very negative space. It's really bad for mental health. Yes, Julia. It's just not worth it for me. Like, I do the content and we make the least money on YouTube. Like, people, there's like just cockroaches of YouTube who just literally steal all your content, 100% of your vlog, put in a few shitty word insults, and then call that fair use, and then make like double what you make. It's not worth it anymore. Like, it's really not. Like, would you go out of your way to make content just so that people waiting in the rafters like vultures can steal everything you do and then make fun of you, mess with your real life, completely mess with your real life, report you to authorities, call things to your family's house, make fun of your house, make fun of anything you post online? It's not worth it. It's not worth it for us. It's negative. It's awful, and I'm just like done. Like, literally. Yeah, but I don't want to show myself anymore. I don't want to. This is what I want to do. I want to just come on here and maybe talk about things other than myself. It's to a point where any single thing I put out online gets weaponized against us, and it's not something I just don't want to do it. I would rather like do anything else. No, they're not, Jesse. They're not my promoters. They literally they go in real life. They take 100% of my content, make more money than I do with my content, and all they do is insult us. How is that enjoyable to be? How is that enjoyable to be on YouTube? Can anyone, like, seriously? It's just not gonna happen. So it's not about winning. It's I'm just done. It's not enjoyable for me. It's not worth it. It's not worth it. It's not enjoyable. It's mentally depressing. When I think of uploading or coming online anymore, it just makes me want to throw up. Like, I don't want to do it. Oh, that's it. It's just not worth it for me at all. And if it's not worth it, and it's not enjoyable, and it messes with your mental health, it's just not worth it. You know? I'm tired of trying to just make my channel positive and do content, and it just gets dragged down by vile, disgusting, idiotic people of Gorl World. Like, I'm tired of Gorl World. I don't want... Well, farting idiot. I don't need money to keep my husband, obviously. If he doesn't want me to do YouTube anymore, you dumb idiot. I guess you're wrong about that, like everything else you spew. I'm tired of the stupid conspiracies coming from people with one collective brain cell. I'm tired of the content thievery. I'm tired of the negativity and disgusting bullying. And I'm done. Like, I'm done. That's it. I'm done feeding a whole effing community and not getting a good piece of the pie myself. Okay? It's not worth it. At this point, I would rather work at McDonald's. I'm not even joking. No, I don't need donations for content. I'm not doing content. It's not worth it. I mean, if you guys want to keep your memberships, that's cool, because I'm still going to do some lives, but it's going to be podcast style. And we're just going to shoot the shit, because I'm not talking about my personal life whatsoever. And I'm not showing myself. I do feel relieved. I feel relieved at a new beginning, honestly. Like I said, I'll come on and talk to you guys once in a while, but I don't know, I might take a little break, a couple days, I don't know.
Just roughly 24 hours. Foodie Beauty surprisingly comes out of retirement to go live for over 2 hours. With the title of this live being, quote, "My husband doesn't know I'm doing this," end quote.
Can't sleep, and so I fell asleep, and... Hey, Vampiro. He always falls asleep when we're watching a movie. Always. I didn't even last 24 hours. That's okay, I'm just chatting for a bit. He's gonna send me back to Canada. Japan. If you guys pay. Imagine. Okay, Agathon, I'll tell you the truth why I went to the outhouse, okay? Because I have issues and I have to go to the bathroom very often. And so, the outhouse was conveniently located. And that's why I went there. Myself, last week I was 153 kg. So, and then in July I wrote down my weight. I was 159. So a little bit, but I don't know, I'm probably bipolar or something. Honestly, I'm not even just joking about that. I wouldn't try pig's feet or cow tongue. Or, there's stuff. Mostly weird body part related. Whenever I hear the words Aunt Tammy, I think of like a smoky apartment from the 70s. I don't know why. With like those like old couches with like the sceneries on them. If I had money, I would sue everybody. Are you kidding? I'm not even gonna hide that. One time when I was at the group home, I stole a whole log of salami from the fridge and brought it up to my room. And I couldn't finish it, so I hid it under my other pillow. Disposed of it the next day. But here it's like I'm forced to give up a lot of my addictions. At least the weed, the drugs, you know, there's still shisha, but, you know, the fast food chains, the going through the drive-thrus, and then also being lazy with cleaning. I can't really do that. See you when I see you, I guess. You know? Whenever, wherever. Have a good night, and take care, and yeah, you too, guys. Melanie. Thanks, Vampiro. Have a good one, guys. Great. Good night, everybody.
Foodie Beauty concludes her week by going live a final time on Thursday, September 4th, with the title being, quote, "I'm in big trouble," suggesting that Salah does not want Foodie to go live anymore.
I'm not going to put my camera on for tonight because, hey, Scrape. You like, I was in my hijab all day. Hey, Teardrop. So the title, I'm in big trouble. I kind of am, because tomorrow I have to cook for 18 people, a Canadian dish. So it's gonna feel like I'm MacGyver, because yeah, I might make a video. So that's I'm in big trouble about that. Sorry if it's clickbait, but you know, to me that's thinking, what did I get myself into? I'm just nervous. Like, I'm looking forward to, like, you know, sharing my cuisine for a change. Any content creator, okay, even reaction channels, just imagine the reaction channels had a dozen channels using their content and making more money for their financial gain. They would be just as pissed, and they would be striking everybody. Guaranteed. Anybody would do that. Anybody. The huge vloggers with hundreds of thousands of views, they can afford to copyright their stuff, and they can afford to go after people like H3. But the smaller ones like me, you know, it's hard to protect yourself. And maybe someday my channel will grow more if I just keep trying to work hard and put more effort into my content. Who knows? There's channels who get a lot more views because they don't censor the hate, because it's towards me, it's not towards them. You know, if it was towards them, they would probably block just as much. And sure, I could increase my viewership if I just let people run wild in the comments, let the hate overtake it. But for me, when I really think about it, I think it's better for my mental health and the positivity of everyone to just keep really nasty crap off of it. And if that means, exactly right, Teardrop, if that means lower views because of that, then that's what I have to deal with, you know? Big wooden man. I don't know what the point, I don't know. Wicker man, yeah. Anyways, guys. Thank you, Teardrop. Thanks, guys. Thank you. Because I have to. I gotta go to bed, man. I'll be dead meat tomorrow. Thank you. I'll keep you updated. I'll see you tomorrow. Inshallah. Good night, guys.
Foodie Beauty seems to have gone back into retirement or hiding ever since. With her because of the false copyright strikes, her being dishonest about all the letters that she wrote, she minimized the crime, she's shady about the victim in the father's crime, claiming ignorance to the details of the crime, sketchiness around annual girls' trip to Fort Lauderdale, ignored 2020 probation violation and invited to wedding anyway. Were the guests given notice of the predator status? And you literally visited Fort Lauderdale 5 months ago with your baby. Now on to our channel's biggest fan.
Alani. Who's that Pokemon? It's
Big Al, Dookie, Dingleberry, Miss Big Al, Alani, Dookie, Dingleberry, Rodriguez.
Hey, Jabba. Look, Jabba.
We have powerful friends. You're gonna regret this.
Miss Alani had a busy week uploading a few ad tsunami style videos.
Love money so much, Morty. You're being sarcastic. Merchandise, Morty. The only purpose in life is to buy and consume merchandise, and you did it. You did it. I'm so proud of you. I only wish I could have bought more. I love buying things so much, Morty. Rick, are you? Do you need to go to the hospital? I love you, Morty. Give Grandpa a kiss. Give Grandpa a kiss. Lips if you want. Whatever you're comfortable with. Some cultures do that. That was sweet. Thank you. I love you. You're my little buddy. Okay, let's watch some
Love Island. A video where she made a quote, healthy donut that were only about 175 calories each.
Face fuck yourself with the dopamine.
And she also uploaded her second episode of her Dookie Berry podcast, where it is alleged that all her caller-in guests are simply just Miss Dingleberry herself, but with a voice changer. Alexandra's final 2 vlogs were dedicated to her son's first birthday. It seemed everything was fairly normal, but Miss Alani couldn't help but take a taste from that birthday boy's cake before the actual birthday boy had a chance.
Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Anderson. Happy birthday to you.
All yours, my love.
I'm sure Miss Dingles will have uploaded the same day as our show goes live, but be assured our editors are working fast to give you a more palatable version of her snore vlogs. That is all our girls have been up to this week. Thank you so much for watching. We really appreciate all your support. This was Gorl World Watch with Mancy Grace. I'm your host, Mancy. Hope you have a wonderful night. Thanks again for watching. If you would, like, dislike, comment, and subscribe. It helps the channel out a lot. Thank y'all so much for 3,000 subscribers. I'm overwhelmed with the love and support y'all have shown me. I hope to continue to make entertaining videos for y'all while also low-key trying to influence you to grow a plant or maybe your muscles. As promised, I want to give away some zinnia seeds, so if you want to participate, just give me a comment in my recent community post, and that's all you gotta do. Love y'all so much, and I'll catch y'all on the next one.